Yes, evaluation is like a case study. Why? How is evaluation related to case study?
Because you like case study.
That's such a I like evaluation as well. Perfect combination. What else?
Easy to
Easy to
make.
easy to
Make.
make. Okay, easy to make.
Rava.
After the meal only you will eat. So after the prepared speech only you will do the evaluation. That's why it's named as kesari. So I named it as kesari because when kesari is a sweet. Okay. So what happens if the kesari has too much of sugar or less sugar? Too much of suji, less suji. What happens? The sweet gets spoiled. So that's what evaluation is all about. You can't go and overpraise the speaker or you can't underpraise the speaker. So you need to search a perfect balance. So that's what I wanted to take evaluation with the kesari because the sugar content as well as your recommendation content should be at a balanced level. Then only the sweet is like a kesari which is pleasantful and tasteable, and that's what the evaluation should be all around. So that's why I just wanted to name this as evaluation is like kesari. So now a few thumb rules in my session whenever I go. So can anyone read it?
If you have any questions, please ask at that moment.
Reason?
So that you can understand the context better. Sometimes I might say I should tell you later, but say
Tell you later, what's in detail.
I'm not dragging. I don't know.
So please follow these thumb rules very carefully. So can anybody read this one?
Imagine you are in jail and tomorrow you will be hanged to death. Jailer comes to you and he releases you for today. Now what you do?
What do you do? Quick answers.
Run away.
Run away. What is?
Fiesta.
Fiesta. It's a celebration moment for you. Great.
Enjoy the whole day.
Enjoy the whole day with.
Thank you.
I mean, don't too much of what. Enjoy the day. Okay, enjoy the day with whatever you want. Happy, take X, Y, Z, whatever you want. What else?
Thanking him. Thanking him.
Sorry?
Thanking him.
Thanking him for the jailer to release you. Okay. What else?
Going back to jail with sticks and time.
With memories. You will definitely go back there and escape from the jail and run away because you get one day time. What else? Anybody? Try out? Go back to jail. Better to be in jail rather than being here in this one. Okay. So let's have this. So, what is evaluation? So this, can anybody relate this? What is evaluation? Reflection. So I just heard this wonderful session from DTM Sriram, who was this year district evaluation runner-up as well. So he always mentions that evaluation should be like a mirror. So in sense what? What it refers actually? It should actually reflect the speaker who's there on the stage. You should be that mirror of the speaker, and you should not be you as an evaluator. So that's the important thing. So your evaluation should exactly reflect what the speaker has done on the stage, and it should not be the you who as an evaluator will be evaluating you. I hope you got that thing. So it should be exactly a mirror of, not a Xerox copy, a mirror of the speaker. So I think this is one of the beautiful expansion which I heard from DTM Sriram, and this is one thing which actually helped me to go and contest for evaluation contest, and he said to me in the year 2017. So the ABCDs of evaluation, the A stands for accuracy, B stands for brevity, C stands for clarity, and D stands for density. So what does actually accuracy means?
To the point.
To the point. So you don't need to drag your evaluations or beat around the bush. Just be accurate. What is there in your mind? What you felt about the speaker? Just go and say to him. What is B stands for? Brevity, and it should be straight to the point. Keep it as crisp as possible. And C is what? Clarity. Okay, don't be this Kamal Hassan on the stage, right? Whatever he speaks, he himself doesn't understand. Any Kamal fans, please don't mistake me. Just as an example, so you need the evaluator should have the right clarity so that it's well understood not only for the speaker, it's also for the listeners whom actually is evaluating. And D stands for density. What does here density means? So depth of the speech in sense?
Speak with purpose.
Speak with purpose. Take away for the speaker, what else it could be? So normally in Toastmasters, generally if you see most of the evaluation, they suppose for example, they cover a lot of delivery aspect of the speaker. But let's go deep dive into the content aspect. What the speaker wants to say to the audience. So you can deep dive to the speaker. I'll just give one example today. So these are a few things which I wanted to, and let's focus. So what is this picture resembles? When it comes to evaluation, if you are an evaluator, you should be carrying straightforward. What else?
No.
Sir, you are looking at me. I gave a very good picture here.
Advice.
Advice. இப்போலாம் அட்வைஸ் பண்ணா பூமர்னு சொல்லிடலாம். Advice. What else? This side. Support. Empathize with the speaker. இப்போதான் இவர் வந்து PPT பார்க்குறாரு. All these days you are looking at me only. What is this picture says? Don't be rude. Okay. What else? You are not able to see the picture. What else?
Pointing also. Okay. Saying something with authority.
Saying something with authority as an evaluator. Okay. That should be very tricky answer. We'll come to all the answers. This one. How to? What does it mean? Sorry, sir? Prescription. How your doctor to evaluate a speaker? So how to generally like evaluators when they come in? So I think your body language was okay, but you need to improve a lot. And then they go on to the different. Now where I should improve? What I should improve? So be so specific and how to improve. Sometimes the evaluators gives a suggestion where they don't touch upon how to. So you need to give more examples for them so that they will be able to implement in their next speeches. So say them, be more specific. What does this one? நான் சொல்றதெல்லாம் உண்மை தவிர வேற எதுவும் இல்லை. It's like a library bar.
Be honest.
Be honest. Who said it? Thank you, sir. You broke the ice today and you broke this jinx as well. So be honest in your evaluations. Give a honest evaluation. That's more important. What is this one?
Stage.
Open up. Okay. We'll take back to all the questions. What does this refer to?
Running back.
Running back to the mind. If you can polish it. Thanking. Connecting the dots. Okay. It's something called memorability. So I have an example for this one. And what is this one? I'm not sure how many of you have touched this. This is one of the points which I touched in the evaluation contest, which had a edge on for me. It's something called, what does this kit actually does?
Stacking.
Building the blocks. So, beautiful. So you have to organize. What are the different types of organization when it comes to a speech? Can anybody say? Different types of organization. You have heard evaluators coming, your speech was in chronological order. So which means that it starts from A and then it gets to D, source to destination. You have something called topographical organization, spatial organization, it deals with time and geography. You have something called problem solving. The speaker would say a problem and give a solution, compare and contrast. So all these up and stop, there are a lot of different types of organization. So you can comment on the organization of the speech. Style. What else? If you want to relate it to Toastmasters. I think one of the projects objective was there. It should be unique. Body language. And it could be vocal variety as well. What this one? Script. So evaluate more on the content perspective. If you want to stand unique in the contest with an evaluator, evaluate more on the content perspective. At least give one suggestion and one appreciation on the content instead of evaluating more on the delivery aspect. Gestures, then what else?
Take.
So what is takeaway actually? Why I am listening 5 to 7 minutes of your speech? When I go out of the room, what is that I can implement from your speech? So these are the 10 points which you can note it down, and when it comes to a contest, you can just pick up these 5. So always a speaker would land on these top 10. Either they would did it or you can give it as a suggestion. The speaker would have done it, you can go and appreciate it in your commendations, or the speaker would have not done it, you can go and give it as a suggestion. So this, generally all the speeches would fall under all these top 10, and that's what I just wanted to say. So it's there the first picture, right? When a lot of times when you give a speech, right, you should be like this timer, fully engaged with the speaker. Don't be like Arjuna, he's like and it's actually WhatsApping to someone to shut the edit very soon. So show that you are actually caring for the speaker. That's more important as an evaluator and in all in the context. So these are all the things you need to empathize with the speaker. And somebody said don't evaluate more on the project approaches, give an honest opinion on this. That's very important. So that's why say what you actually feel and what you actually you observe. It might be right or wrong, but we give an open and honest evaluation. That's very important, especially when it comes to context. So this one you can quickly move on. So choose your words very carefully. What are the words that you should not say when you are evaluating?
Negative points.
Negative points? You can give it in the form of suggestions. What are the few words which you can avoid? You pointing out to the next, what else? So the words like should, would can be avoided. So rather you can use it the word could. So should is like you should do. Then as a speaker, actually, who are you to tell me that? So that's the mind frame which happens. So that is one. And how many of you have observed my costume today? I'm here without slippers.
Yes.
So is it right to attend the meeting here without slippers? I think that's the one point which we have already noted down. So I think that's the one point you should see. Evaluate the speech, not the speaker. Even though I'm here without a blazer, it's fine. So when it comes to contest, don't evaluate the speaker's personality or his strengths. Always evaluate his speech. It's okay, I can be without this costume as well. That's not a problem. So that's one thing. Always promote the self-esteem of the speaker. That's very important. As an evaluator, it's your responsibility to motivate the self-esteem, because next time we should definitely implement your suggestions and you should come and give a suggestion on topic. How much time we have left?
6 minutes.
6 minutes left, right? Okay, it will go a little bit more later. So this one I think we can cover. I'll give this quickly. So this is very important. What does this picture say?
Strength of the
Don't show yourself. Sometimes people will come and give their vocabulary in a flat style. And if person like me whose vocabulary challenge, I'll be like wondering what is he actually saying. Right? So don't come here to show your strength. Always be there to express and don't try to impress the speaker or the audience. That's very important when it comes to a contest, and that's why the first 2 points, care for the speaker and empathize with it. That's very important. So what are the different types of speeches? So these are the 5 different types of speech generally it comes to. Your speech might be informative, persuasive, storytelling, inspiration, or it could be humorous. So what are the different categories that you can use it actually? So this is a ballot which I wanted to set up. So if you see here, right, all these things you will do. Recommendations, at least you will give 2 recommendations. Technique. So what are the different types of technique which we use here in Toastmasters? Or have you ever observed? One is a sandwich method, metaphors technique, or sometimes acronym. They will take an acronym, or they will take a theme, or they will take the name of the speaker and then they evaluate everything they will do. Sandwich method. Are we really doing what is sandwich method actually? Okay, are we really doing that? What we are doing actually is Uttha Komandi. We give recommendations, and then we summarize. But at the end, we should also give a positive note, which is actually not covering a thing. That is sandwich method. So you should be a little bit more careful when you use your techniques. Sandwich is commonly used, but if you want to take an edge, you can use any other methods like acronym. There are actually 64 methods of evaluations. 3 to 1, helicopter method, everything is there. I can share the link. And then summary plays a very important role. So how you can summarize. So you always comment the short points of the commendation. What are the points that as a recommendation you have given, and then you summarize it. So that summary is actually very good. Sorry, I just wanted to go a little bit more quicker. So these are the different other things that you can actually find it out in your speeches, apart from the regular vocal variety, body language. Lot of things that you can do. So depth of the topics, and somebody said on the organization, micro level versus macro level. What's the definition between micro level and macro level organization? So when a speaker gives an informative speech, what are things that you do?
Resourcefulness.
Resourceful, then
Related. Pertinent.
relative. So when a speaker tries out the information speech, so 3 areas you need to look at. One is information, what information you give, that's answer, credibility and everything. Third is how interesting it is and how intriguing it is. So information which also should go on under your mind. And the second thing which you do is this, whether it is micro level or macro level. So whether you have given me a generic purpose or a specific purpose, and to support a specific one, what are the different examples that you have given? So these are the different things that you can actually do in allusion, characterization, opening, body and conclusion. So I just wanted to comment on opening. So what are different types of opening statements that you would do if you are a contestant? Questioning. What is?
Facts.
Facts. So suppose say a person has given a speech on weight loss. What opening it would be? If you want to catch the audience attention, something which I probably tried when one of the speakers was giving on weight loss is that smoking helps in reducing weight, one lung at a time. So you can start with that different types of opening statement, and always your transition statement should also be there. I use one template in my division contest which is like your speech was like a pencil. It had a point to it. So because the speaker had a point, so I use this. And then in the transition, how a pencil requires an helping hand. Here is my helping hand as an evaluator. So that was a transition statement which we use. And then at the summary, you can do whatever. A speaker was actually speaking about his black and white days compared with the color days. So it just said your speech was like a TV. And I recommend these 3 points was like a black and white TV. When I said the recommendation, it was like a color TV, and I hope next time I'll be able to see a plasma TV movie. So you can give a different type of summary and the conclusion that will be really helpful. I'll just share this PPT with you all. So few things which you want to important is that these are the 6 things that you can look into any kind of speech. Humor or anything, you can always say whether the speech, whatever the speaker has given is relatable to me or relatable to be this world. Like somebody shared about his Chinese and everything, it's always relatable, right? And then you can see what type of emotions that he has done. And then impact, what impact has created, whether it has created a positive impact or something negative impact. You can always share this. And organization, as we discussed, the different types of organization. And personal accountability. What does this personal accountability mean? So, personal, very simple. So one of the speakers here was using, I am sharing my untold story to you. So rather at the end, if the person, I have shared my untold story. Probably you could have experienced this, you could have done this, you could have done this, then you are actually referring to them. So that's a callback which you can use. So that's personal accountability. So at the end, when you are giving a message, try if the speaker has done something on the personal accountability factor. So what is it in for me to listen to it? So that repetitive callback action is referred, and title resonance. How many evaluators have touched on the title resonance? A speaker has given a title. How many of you have given as a commendation or recommendation? So that's this title. I think most of the things contestants don't do, probably 2 out of 10. So and the most important things, what are the challenges faced when it comes to persuasive information or any kind of a story? What are the challenges that the speaker has faced? If that is being added, say appreciate. If not, you can always recommend to it. So this one thing, these are the do's and don'ts which you can. I'll just share this to this audience running at the time. And very important is that this is what I want to share it with you. We always care for the speaker. The reason, the first question, there was one person in the hall when I did this, he just said, I'll go back, I'll do whatever work I can do, and the evening I'll go back and give that amount to my family because I care for the family. So as an evaluator or as a contestant, you should always care for the speaker, because as an evaluator, you are the person who can create a speaker, make a speaker, or break a speaker. So your evaluation actually matters a lot, and that also happens when it comes to contest as well. So always don't overdo your commentations. For an example, one point I just ended up, and QA will take it up later. So here one of the speaker was using about the stage movement. So generally when the evaluator comes and they say, okay, you used your stage wonderfully, like point 1 here, point 2 here, point 3 here, and then they say good. What else it could be done differently? Right, one of the speaker was sharing his 3 phases of life, and he just concluded by standing over here. Probably you can always say that if you wanted to conclude your conclusion, your last sentence, you could have come a little bit forward, because the more reachable to the audience you are, your message actually reaches, and you have completed over here. These are small things that you can use it in your evaluation that would add more thing. When it comes to vocal variety or modulation, don't just say you could have raised your voice here, lower and but give them with an example.